What's up, everybody? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 4:06 p.m. Saturday afternoon, February the 17th, 2024, the year of our Lord. I'm sitting out here in the garage. Decided to come out here and get all my stuff together and get it out of the garage and everything to clean the garage out. And I decided, let's make a setup video, man. I haven't done one since last year. What better time than now, right? Well, I got everything out of the garage. So here we go with my 2024 lawn and landscape setup. Get y'all turned around, show y'all this thing real quick. Without further ado, let's get this thing started, y'all. Let me shrink this down a little bit. All right, we're gonna start off in the very back, all the way to the right over there, with the gray Ghost. That is my 2020 Ford F-150 STX package, and it has the 5.0 V8 Coyote motor. That thing has more power than I need to haul what I haul around. I could actually go down to a V6, but I don't want a V6 because, hey, I'm a man, right? We love V8s. But anyway, it is equipped with just the basic tires and rims that come with it, stock, factory, whatever you want to call it. It's got a Husky toolbox on the back and a 3-ball hitch, which I only have one hitch on there one ball on there right now because it scrapes going up my driveway and going down my driveway, and that noise drives me insane. And then over here, hooked to it, we have a 6.5 by 10 foot D&E single axle open trailer with 2 foot closed in wire mesh sides. And as you can see, it's got the brackets on there for the Z-Track straps, and it's missing one. I broke it off when I put a pallet of sod on here, but you know, I need to replace all these boards. I've got a few of them that's got some bad spots in them, but just haven't had time to do it. My plan was to do it this winter, but I got sick a few times and I just didn't have time, man. And but yeah, that's the trailer. It is equipped with Equipment Defender backpack sprayer rack and Equipment Defender blower racks. I have 2 in the front. I've got a Green Touch wire spool holder on there, or line spool holder, and it is currently holding 095 Echo Crossfire string, and that is about to run out. I imagine in probably 2 weeks I might have to put another spool on there, which I've got some basic 095 steel line in the shop in there, and that's what I'm gonna put on there. I'm gonna give it a shot. But that Echo right there is pretty good stuff, and as long as you put it in a bucket of water whenever you buy it, leave it in there overnight before you put it on there. But anyway, got the I want to say that's Packham hand tool holder. It's a 6-hole hand tools holder, and it's got 2 shovels, a bush rake, 2 30-inch rakes, and a 36-inch landscaping rake. I keep that stuff on my trailer at all times. And then I've got the Packham, I think that's Packham, whatever they are. Got them off of Amazon. My wife got them for me for Christmas, or my birthday. It's one of my birthday presents one year. 3-tier trimmer rack, and they came with some trash locks. I mean, flat out trash locks. So I swapped them out and put Brinks locks on there. I'd prefer Master, but couldn't find Master locks at the time at the big box store close to my house, so went with Brinks. They're just as good. And of course, you got the 4-way lug wrench right here and the spare tire on that side over there. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing special about this trailer at all whatsoever. It is just a basic stock open trailer, and it has served its purpose, and I'm hoping to get one more year out of it. I was actually going to swap that in, or not trade, but I was going to keep the trailer for pine straw and things of that nature, and sod and stuff. But I was actually going to buy an enclosed trailer this year, a 16-foot enclosed trailer, but I've decided to go full-time in my business, and I really want to hold on to my funds. So just to be safe, you know. But anyway, that's the truck and trailer combo. We'll come all the way over here to the right. And I'll show you what I've got. The back row on the right. This green and black bag right here, that is a 30-foot tow strap. And I'm telling you right now, if you do not have a tow strap on your truck and trailer or whatever, you are gonna pay for it sooner or later. Okay guys, get you some sort of chain, strap, or whatever, because you're gonna get stuck eventually. Right here you got the Rubbermaid containers, you know, the dump bins. I have the square one and the round one, and they both serve their purpose. The round one, you know, I normally put a trash bag in that, or a contractor bag in that, and that's where I dump grass clippings. Then the square one, I normally lay it on its side and just sweep bush clippings up in it. And then in between there you got the trash grabber. No need to explain all that, you know what all that's for. And then got just a regular 5-gallon bucket right there. Comes in handy for various things, and I try to put garbage in that because my dump does not allow me to throw household garbage or anything like that in with landscaping waste, or yard waste, whatever you want to call it. And then I've got a brand new pack of Husky contractor bags right there. I actually just picked this up the other day because I'm getting low, and that's what I use to dump my grass clippings in. But right here you got two different styles of gloves. You know, I got my regular work gloves that I wear when I'm working, and then I've got my briar-proof gloves right next to it. I use that when I'm dealing with rose bushes or pulling up briar patches or whatever. And then right here you've got the measuring wheel. This is just a basic measuring wheel. I want to say it was like 80 bucks at Home Depot, and it's just your regular folding, standing measuring wheel. It's analog, I guess you could say. It's got a push button reset. I keep that for when I'm quoting mulch and pine straw jobs. And then right next to it you've got just a regular basic 25-foot tape measure. I always carry that with me when I go to quote a property, just in case it has a gate and it looks like it's kind of small. I'll always measure it to make sure I can get my mower in there, because if I cannot at least get a 36 in there, I will not take on that property, because I'm not going to be mowing entire backyards with a push mower. But anyway, let's step back here. You've got the 22-inch Toro recycler. This is the what do you call that? I can't think of what it's called. It's self-propelled. I'm sorry, self-propelled. It's not the personal pace I wish it was, but it does a pretty good job, and it leaves a phenomenal cut. This is a very good push mower. It's a very good push mower. I'm very well pleased with it. It has good airflow, and it doesn't leave any garbage behind when you're trying to bag or pick up leaves with it or anything like that. But on to the next one. We have the Wright Standard Intensity 36. This is actually my very first commercial mower right here. I bought this last year because, as you know, I had the Spartan RZC 42 and it tore up on me, and I was without a backup, so I went straight to Harry's and bought this, and learned a valuable lesson. Always have a backup mower. But it is equipped with the Kawasaki FX600V. That is a 19 horsepower motor, or engine, I'm sorry, and it is more than enough to do 90% of my properties. I can do the entire property, I mean front and back, 90% with this mower, and it has made me quite a bit of money over the past year, and I'm very well pleased with this mower. If you're in the market for one, you will not go wrong with the Wright Standard Intensity 36. And no, I am not sponsored by anyone. Paid for every bit of this with my own money, guys. Over here we have the Wright Standard X 61-inch mower. Again, it's basically the same thing as the Wright Standard I, it's just that your brake and deck lever and fuel tanks are on opposite sides of each other. battery boxes on the opposite side, and of course the Stander X does have a wider platform to stand on than the Stander I because it's just an overall bigger mower. And of course it's going to have bigger rear tires and bigger casters. But they're both good mowers. I love both of them to death. They have very well served me over the past year. And this one right here is equipped with the Kawasaki FX 730V. It is a 23.5 horse engine. I do wish that this was equipped with something a little stronger, like maybe, I don't know, 25 or 30 horse motor. And but it's fine. But from time to time it does tend to try and bog down on me when I'm in some very thick or wet overgrown lawns. And so yeah, it would be a little more beneficial if it had a stronger engine. But man, this does just fine. It hasn't let me down. And love this mower, guys. Love both of them. They all three of these mowers, they're just great mowers to have. And if you decide to pull the trigger on any one of these, man, it will not let you down. I guarantee you that. And I took the chute deflector off of this one, and I put the advanced chute system manual chute blocker on there, and it has the handle extension on it as well. But I use this mower for mainly wide open properties or big front yards. Sometimes if I can get it in a backyard, I will. And I use this for mulching leaves as well, as my other mower does not have a chute blocker on there, so I can't really mulch with it right now. I do plan on getting one, but yeah. But anyway, guys, on to the blowers. I have the Echo PB 9010T blower right here, and I'm going to tell you right now, this thing is an absolute monster. It's a heavy blower. It's bulky. The tube is stiff. It's very big and very long. But man, if you want to move some leaves and you want to move leaves in a hurry, this is the blower you need right here. You can make short work out of a yard full of leaves with this blower. I recommend getting two. I will have another one before the end of the season, or before the next leaf season gets here. But you get two people in a yard together on a half-acre or 1 acre lot that's full of leaves, and you can get it done in about 30 or 45 minutes with both of you using a 9010. This is a great blower. It's a very good blower. And I don't use it for grass unless it's wet, you know, and the grass tends to stick to driveways and sidewalks. I'll use it for that because it knocks that wet grass off real quick. But for the most part, this is mainly my fall and winter blower. On to the next one right here. We've got the Stihl BR700 backpack blower. It has the adjustable blower tube on there. It's a very good blower. It's not the 800. It's about as light as the 600, but it's not as powerful as the 800. But it's a good middle of the range or middle of the road backpack blower if you're just, you know, using it to tuck pine straw or blow grass clippings or sand or whatever it may be. You know, if you're just using it for lawn maintenance, this is a great blower to have. The next one I get will be, as far as a grass blower, it will be a Stihl 800, because that way I won't even have to carry the 9010 with me. But anyway, on to the next thing. We have the Chapin Professional Tree and Turf commercial 62,000 4-gallon excuse me, guys. The Chapin Professional Tree and Turf 62,000 commercial grade backpack sprayer. And I mainly fill this with Roundup. I'll usually mix up a hot mix of Roundup. I don't do the recommended. I always go a little bit higher, and for me it works a lot better and a lot faster when I mix it a little bit hotter than what you're supposed to. But that's mainly what I put in there. Every now and then I'll switch to RM43 for different things, but just really depends on what I'm doing. But this thing has served me well. I've made plenty of money off of this. I mainly use it for bed maintenance, or if I'm going to come in and put mulch or pine straw down. Or occasionally I'll have a customer ask me if I can come in and just spray stuff, whether it be sidewalk cracks, driveway cracks, whatever it may be. Occasionally I have, like, you know, that's something I put in with all of my contracts that I do for properties. All of that is included, but occasionally a neighbor will see me out there doing that, and they'll ask me if I can swing by their house and just spray their beds and sidewalk cracks and things like that. And I can usually make 20, 25 bucks, 30 bucks here and there off of that. But yeah, this thing has definitely paid for itself over and over and over again, and I highly recommend this. It's a very good blower. The only thing is, when you fill that thing to the rim, it gets extremely heavy. But yeah, so you better have a good strong back, and if you're going to put it in a rack, make sure you reinforce that thing so it's not rocking around on your open trailer. But anyway, it's on to the next thing. Right here, this is just a pile. I have 4 power head covers that I use. I put it on all of my trimmer heads, and I say all of them, whichever ones that are going to be on the trailer that day, and that way just to keep the rain off of them, keep the sun from baking them. And I really need to get some of these for my blowers, because those things are baked in the sun and the plastic on it starting to get brittle. But yeah, these things are pretty good. They're I got these at Ballard's, and it's the ProTech, I think it's called, and all you do is just slide them on there. It's got the elastic opening with the snap buckle on there, and you just cinch it down. Anyway, it's a simple thing. They're waterproof and dust and sunproof, but they serve their purpose. And I mean, there's been plenty of times I've left my stuff on my trailer for 2 or 3 weeks at a time because I was just too tired or too lazy to take it off at the end of the day. I don't recommend doing that, but these right here have kept my stuff from getting messed up by the rain. But anyway, on to the handhelds over here. The first one right here, I have the Stihl FS 111 RX. It's been a good trimmer. I imagine I'll probably have to replace it this year. I do maintain my stuff. It doesn't look like it, but I promise you I do maintain my stuff. I keep up with it. But yeah, it's been a good trimmer. There for a little while it got to where when it was getting hot, it didn't want to crank. I'd have to just pull on that thing what seemed like 50 times to get it to crank up. And I took it to my dealership, and it was, you know, it's under warranty. Or at the time it was under warranty, but I took it to my dealership, and they I mean, I took it in there, told them what was going on. About an hour they had it fixed. I had to come back by there and pick it up. But yeah, this is a very lightweight Stihl string trimmer, straight shaft string trimmer. It has a hollow shaft, which is where the weight reduction comes in at. The only thing I don't like about it is if you want to take that head off to put a brush cutter head on there, you can't just swap them out, guys, because of that. So yeah, but I did take the factory Stihl head off, and I just bought a cheap speed feed head off of Amazon, and I actually like that speed feed head. Actually, I like those better than the Echo speed feed heads. For one, they hold more line. They hold about, I don't know, about 8 more feet of line than the Echoes do, and I just like the way it feels better in my hands. You know, it kind of balances the weed eater out a little better since I took the guard off of it. But right in the middle there, you have a Echo 2620 X Series, and it needs no introduction. This thing's been around for a long time. You know, I just bought this last year because the Stihl went down on me, and actually I broke the head and I couldn't find anybody that had power or trimmer heads, so I had to order some. And so in order to have a trimmer, I had to go buy one. I went across town and bought this, the Echo 2620. And if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, these Echo hand tools are starting to grow on me, and I can actually see me switching out everything for Echo, except of course my combi. I'm not getting rid of the Stihl combis. I love the combis. But yeah, I don't really need to explain that to you. You've heard of the Echo 2620. It's probably the most common weed eater out there other than the Stihl FS 91R or 94R, whichever one it is. And the difference between the two really is the Echo does not have the return to start feature on there, but it's fine, you know, just time you turn it off, switch it right back to the on position. But this thing right here starts by the third pull every single time. But yeah, man, love both of those string trimmers. They're both really good. And that Echo right there is about the same weight as that FS 111RX. But that's one thing I do love about that 111, man. That's a lightweight trimmer. You know, Stihl's normally a little bit heavier than Echo, but they've got it figured out now. And both are good trimmers. But next to that, you have the Stihl KM131R. That is my combi. It needs no introduction. It is the most powerful power head that they make, that Stihl has, is, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment. And I have several attachments for that. Currently, it is holding the stick edger attachment, the straight shaft stick edger attachment, and next to it I have two Stihl extensions, combi extensions, and then the articulating hedge trimmer and the Stihl pole pruner. None of that needs to be explained. Alright guys, I'm back. I don't know what just happened, but my phone quit recording for some reason. I think I hit a button by mistake. Anyway, let's finish this out. Next to the pole pruner, I have the Echo HC 2020 handheld hedge trimmer. Pretty good one. I bought that at Home Depot. It's actually a really good hedge trimmer. I like it. And yeah, not much else I can say about that. Next to that, you have the Stihl HL91K. This is the mid-reach hedge trimmer. Has the 24-inch bar on it, and also a phenomenal trimmer. I have no complaints about it. I did have to have some work done to it last year. I thought I was going to have to scrap it, but my mechanic actually got it running pretty good for me. So yeah, we're back in business with that. And next to it, you have the Stihl MS251 Wood Boss chainsaw with the 20-inch bar on it. No introduction needed. You all know what that's for. Next to that, I have the Milwaukee Hatchet M12 hand chainsaw, I guess you could say, the battery powered chainsaw. Very small, very compact. It serves its purpose. I use it here and there, you know, make an extra 10 or 15 bucks. Pretty good little tool, pretty neat little tool. Next to that, of course, I have my loppers. I have 2 pairs of pruning shears. I always keep those in the truck, man. Never know when you might need them, and you can make some extra money if you have that kind of stuff in your truck. And right there, I just have a roll of duct tape, and I use that for various different things, guys, but I mainly use it for tying up pampas grass when I'm about to trim it, because that stuff, if you've ever dealt with it, then you know it makes an absolute mess. But yeah, guys, that is the 2024 Tanks Lawn Maintenance setup. And everything you see right there, it is on my truck at all times whenever I'm out working. And a couple more things I normally keep with me. I keep an old trampoline mat, and I keep two of the biggest tarps I can get at Walmart. I'm not sure what size they are, but they are gigantic. I keep those in the truck. And then I also have a smaller tarp. I want to say that one is a 12 by 10 tarp. I use that just in case I have to do a cleanup or somebody asks me to clean up a property. And what I'll do is I'll throw that 10 by 12 tarp in the back of my truck, spread it out, and I'll get leaves up, throw the leaves on the tarp in the back of my truck. That way I can haul debris and all of my equipment on my trailer. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That is the 2024 Tanks Lawn Care or Tanks Lawn Maintenance LLC setup. And I will get so y'all can see my pretty face again. And you know, guys, I was before I started this video, I was actually just kind of looking at it, just thinking to myself, you know, I'm going into my 3rd season, and man, when I started my business, I didn't have anything that you see right here. I didn't have any of this stuff. And you know, the first piece of equipment I bought was my trailer. And I didn't even have a truck. I had a 2000, I think it was, Toyota 4Runner, and didn't even have a hitch on it. The plan was to go have a hitch installed on it and use that for a year or two, try to generate some revenue, and buy a used truck, and you know, just grow into some good commercial equipment from there. But as you know, a plan is just that. It's just a plan, and plans always change. You know, I've always, you know, I think it was Tim McGraw in a song said one time, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. And not saying it's a bad thing to make plans. It's always good to plan, but and to have a strategy and a plan going into business. But you know, you just got to realize, man, plans are going to change. They're going to get broken. You're going to get monkey wrenches thrown in everything you plan. So just be prepared for it. But I think I've got a picture of my very first lawn and landscape setup from, I want to say it was December of 2021, I do believe. And not bragging, but I am very proud of where I have, what I've been. I've learned a lot from things I've been through, and I'm very proud of where my business has gone in only 2 years, and the things that we've been able to acquire. You know, being able to stay diligent, stay disciplined, and be able to continue to grow the way we have. And you know, and I also want to tell you this, man, the things you see right here, I'm going into my 3rd year of business. The things you see right here, you know, if you count the truck and trailer and all this equipment, you're looking at a little over $100,000 worth of equipment right here that I have purchased in the past 2 years. And but I do want to say, this is not the setup you have to have. You know, you don't have to have anything that you see right there to start a business, and I don't want you guys to think that. You know, I know several people, the reason they started their business is because they got laid off from a job or whatever. For some reason, they just lost their job for some reason, whatever that reason may be. And all they had was a push mower, a curve shaft, weed eater, and a broom, and they just went out there and went to work and put their name out there and did the best they could with what they have. And now they've grown into $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 or $500,000 businesses, and done that in just over a period of 5, 6, 7 years. You know, but so don't think that you have to go out there and spend thousands, you know, tens and thousands of dollars to start a business. It's just not true. You know, really the only thing you need, you just have to have the will to get out there and do it. That's it. You have to have the energy and the strength to get out there and go to work. You have to have the courage to do so. And of course you need a lawnmower and you need a weed eater, okay? But that stuff costs very minimal, and you can just use what you have. If you don't have all that, you know, it might cost you $200 or $300. You know, you can probably get started less than that if you shop wisely and buy all used equipment. But yeah, if I can find that picture of my first setup for my business, I will attach it to the end of this video and let you see how far I've grown, or how far I've come and what all I've acquired in just a period of 2 years. And you know, and I have actually done this while working a 9-to-5 job as well. And the only thing I did with the money spent, or with the money earned from my 9-to-5 job, the only thing I bought was my very first lawnmower. Everything else I already had. So yeah, my business has basically grown itself, and it is self-sustaining, and that is something I am very proud of. But now, if I can grow that much in 2 years while working a 9-to-5 job, if you're a younger man or woman getting out of high school or getting out of college, you know, wanting to start a business, you should be able to double that. You really should, because you have nothing but time on your hands. But anyway, guys, I wanted to get on here and join the rest of the club and show off my setup. And not, like I said, not trying to brag, just trying to put out content, man. And wanted to just share some encouraging words with y'all, man. And some of you younger guys that are thinking about doing it, and thinking that you have to spend $100,000, because you don't. But anyway, man, I hope this video was good for y'all. Hope it was encouraging to you. And hey, man, if you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button down below. And if you got anything you'd like to add or say, just leave a comment down in the box below. Like I always say, man, till the next one, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. Holla at y'all. Bye.